Hello, welcome to the Maestro 3D Ortho Studio Viewer version 1.4 video tutorial. This tutorial is designed to get you started using the program very quickly. Start by opening the program. Click this icon to open a case. Navigate to the case you wish to open. Click on it, press open, press OK to continue. You'll be presented with a set of digital study models. If you left mouse click and drag, you'll be able to rotate the models. If you right mouse click and drag, you'll be able to move the models about the workspace. If you've got a 3-button mouse, you can use the scrolling wheel to zoom in and out. Down along the bottom here is a group of icons. This is the zoom in and out. This is the hide and show trackball. I personally like to hide it, so I'll hide it for the rest of this session. And this is the reset, where you'll get a resetted front view. This is the orthographic projection, which is what I like to work in, but there's an alternative, which is the perspective. This is the smooth. This is the flat. If you zoom in, you'll be able to show the difference between the two. This is to show triangles. This is to show the edges, and I'll just click that to demonstrate. You can have a look at that. And this one is to show the points. Along the top here we have the different views. So if you click the multiple views, you'll get a multi-view, and you get the surgery name, dentist name, patient name. Click it again to go back to the normal view. Along here we have front, rear, right, left, top and bottom. This is a new button. It's the open mouth view, where you can have a look at the open mouth and you can see the upper and lower models at the same time. The icon beside it is the closed mouth view. If you wish to only see the upper model, click on the upper model icon. If you want to see the lower model, just click on the lower model icon. And this is the show all. Get you back. If we have a now look at the analysis and measures menu, click on that. The first one shows us the occlusal inspection. If we click on the open mouth, we'll be able to see that the upper and lower models at the same time. And if you want to just see one or the other, then click on the appropriate icon. One thing that you can do here is translate it from the legend here, and also hold the shift button down and double click, and you'll be presented with a measurement. So this is measuring that tooth to its antagonist at that point. Press the X to leave, and the next icon shows you sections. This is a new feature of version 1.4, and this is really useful for showing us things like overbite and overjet. So on this side we have the models being sectioned through the middle. We can adjust where we want it sectioned by moving this control. So I'm going to do an example where we measure this overjet. On this side of the screen we have a two-dimensional representation. Now if you hold your shift key down and double click and then find the other point where you want it, you'll be able to measure. So in this case I've measured the overjet. If you want to save that, go over to this side, press the add icon, click on here and call it whatever you like. I'll call it overjet 1. Hit return. That's now saved. So whenever you come back here, you'll be able to refresh your memory on those measurements that you took. There's different planes you can select, but all works in the same way. click next to exit. Now if we have a look at these two icons, they're grayed out, and the reason why they're grayed out is we need to select the upper or the lower only to continue. So let's select the upper model, and I'm going to do my tooth measurement. So if you hold your shift key down, click the distal, then click point in the mesial of that tooth, it will come up with a tooth number and then a measurement. Now I know that this tooth is not the 1.8, it's the 1.7. So I can change what tooth it is. And over here, it will show me the corresponding icon. You can click all the way around the arch, 2 clicks per tooth. So you can very quickly measure your teeth. If you can't access it, just zoom in and you'll be able to access every tooth. Now if you want to move a point, just go back to it holding your shift key down and just click and drag with the left mouse button. And that's all there is to it. Over here, it will show you your average and it will show you your total. If you want to save that, just click the next button. The next icon along is the measurement of the arch. If you double click, double click, double click 3 points, it will give you a measurement of the arch. If you want to save that, over here will give you a total. If you want to save that, just click next. The final icon in this section is just the general measurement tool, and what that allows you to do is measure distances and angles. It's just a double click here and a double click there, and anywhere else you'd like to do it you can measure. If you want to do angles, click the angle button, then we'll do it in degrees or change it to radians if you like. If you want to clear at any time, hit the clear. To exit, press cancel. The next thing I'd like to show you is the snapshot function. You access it by this small arrow here. You can take a snapshot, or you can take a snapshot and attach it to an email automatically, or you can print a snapshot. So I'm going to select take snapshot. I'm going to select my multi-view, and then I'm going to click on the snapshot button, and it's going to ask me where I'd like to save that. So I'm going to save it to my desktop, and I can save it as a PNG, a JPEG, or a bitmap. So I'm going to save it as a JPEG, and I'll call it snapshot 1. I'll save that to my desktop. It's told me that it's saved okay. Let's go and have a look at it. Here it is here. And you can drop that into your favorite program, or you can email it yourself to a colleague, or do whatever you need to do with it. Okay. There's a settings tab here now where you can change colors, numeration of the teeth, and select your language. All in all, great improvements, and I hope the video tutorial has been useful.